Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming next.
Good Sports was recorded on Saturday, December 12th.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Today we're here at the Kansas City Eye Center and we're joined by a physical therapist from Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. The physical therapists at Core don't just treat symptoms, they treat the whole person. Treatment plans are customized specifically for each patient. At Core, they educate you about your issue, they create and implement a program to help you, and empower you to prevent future occurrences. Core Strategies Physical Therapy is located at 10400 West 103rd Street on the east side of 69 Highway. For more information or to set up an appointment and no doctor referral is needed, call Core at 913-322-4000 or visit their website, coreptkc.com. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness can be picked up at over 700 locations in KC, and it's absolutely free. And with this month's issue, KC Sports continues to celebrate our 18th straight year as the Sports Illustrated of Kansas City. Now, in our hockey report presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the Winter Classic hockey tournaments, which is actually going on right behind me right now. They are happening this month and also in January and February. And in our December issue, we have a special Winter Sports Guide also presented by the Kansas City Ice Center. In our Sportingly Summit Soccer Report, we tell you about their indoor winter leagues and soccer camps to help keep kids active and improve their skills in the off-season. Now, you can visit our new and improved website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website, too. Now, I also want to mention that you can now get a free subscription to the digital version of KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, and all you have to do is go to our new and improved website, kcsportspaper.com, and sign up where it says Join Our Fan Club. Then watch your email for the next issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Now, we're joined here at the Kansas City Ice Center. We're joined by two of the physical therapists from Core Strategies, Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. They are Jen Westerberg, who is also one of the owners of Core PT, and Scott Moreland, who writes many of the articles that you see in Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Welcome, Jen. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today, coming on out to the cold ice rink here. Let's start off, first off, happy holidays to you. When this airs, it'll be closer to Christmas, so happy holidays to both of you.
As well.
Let's get a quick rundown, Jen, on the different services that you provide at Core.
Sure. I mean, obviously we offer physical therapy services, outpatient physical therapy, as well as medical fitness and sports performance. So we work with everyone from young children, 3-4 years old, and then up to as high as patients in their 90s. So we have something for everyone, and like you said, no physician referral required as far as the physical therapy services go. So
that's awesome. Yeah. So how long have you been at that location?
Almost 9 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so quite a long time.
Yeah, no kidding. Give us your website and phone number now. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll ask for it again. But
yeah, the website is coreptkc.com, and our contact phone number is 913-322-4000.
Very good, very good. So, Scott, in this month's article, in the December issue, you write on back pain. We all have it. We all get it at some point in our lives. We could talk about the treatment-ish opportunities and things that are out there for days and days. I'll mention a couple of stats here, which, just for our readers, low back pain is the single leading cause of disability worldwide. Half of all working Americans admit to having back pain, more than 3 million cases in the U.S. Most cases of back pain are mechanical, not organic, I guess is what it is. And we all spend about $50 billion each year treating back pain. That's a lot of dough. Yeah. So why does it affect so many people?
Well, we all have backs.
We do?
We certainly do. A lot of times nowadays it comes down to the things that we do, the postures that we keep, which are a lot of times not ideal. the activity we do on a daily basis, which again, a lot of us aren't as active as we should be, and sometimes we do too much. And the back is an area, it's a transition point between the arms and the legs, and so it takes a lot of stress. It has to do a lot to keep us healthy.
It's a lot of moving pieces, isn't there?
Absolutely.
And that certainly presents the problem. Is there does it affect a certain age group more than another, or is there a profile of your person that might be out there that might not even know that their head's heading that way?
That's an excellent question. It tends, as we get older, to become more prevalent.
Sure.
But you can certainly have back pain even as a high school or a younger person. A lot of times in that age group, it might be more from a scoliosis. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, a lot of bad posture you see when you're sitting there in class. But as we get older, especially as we become more sedentary, the odds of having back pain increase.
Yeah. So I did a search on one of the search engines, and 183 million results came up for back pain. So there's a lot of options, but in your article you suggest that you see a physical therapist as maybe the first choice rather than going over the counter or going to your doctor or all that kind of stuff. Why is that?
Well, it's something that we feel very strongly about at CORE, and one of the biggest benefits to seeing the physical therapist early is that we can, one, help you to feel better right now.
Right.
But two, we can help figure out why this is happening in the first place so that it doesn't happen again, so that you don't get stuck in a cycle of having back pain again and again, and you don't lead to having a more serious injury to your back, a herniated disc. Or
Sure. So, Jen, when someone comes to you guys with a back issue, where do you start with them? What's the process other than to say, it hurts back here, and you figure that out? But where do you start to evaluate them and determine the proper course of treatment?
Sure. So we start out doing a comprehensive evaluation, talking to the patient first, finding out, like you said, where do they hurt? When do they hurt? Like Scott mentioned a moment ago. We can kind of start to put all these pieces together, and then we look at them, have them move, have them do different tests to see what parts might be weak, what parts might be taking over for other parts. And that's something that we see a lot of because of these inefficiencies that we have, like Scott mentioned, with our posture and other positions that we get in throughout the day. A lot of us tend to work at a desk, whether you're a student or, just a desk worker.
Right.
Day in and day out, and you don't get up and move. You don't use the muscles in your tush. You don't use the muscles in your abdominals very well. So you start to get those weaknesses, and then comes the back pain when you start trying to do stuff on the weekends, like maybe go and play, do hockey with your kids. And now you have a problem.
Putting up the Christmas tree, putting up Christmas lights.
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah, that's certainly good with shoveling snow.
Yeah. Raking those leaves like we've been the last month or two.
Oh, God. Could you come over to my house and finish for me, please? So you guys put together a treatment plan. What general? I know it's specific for each different individual, but what kinds of things are a part of that treatment plan generally?
Well, kind of like we had mentioned a little bit ago, looking at the abdominals, looking at the glutes, a lot of times that comes down to one of the areas that needs to be addressed a lot. And then there might be tight muscles that go along with that. So everybody is a little bit different, and so we have to evaluate it from that standpoint. But then we have to see, too, are they doing certain things throughout the day that are bothering them that we can help educate them on and teach them how to get out of those painful positions. Sure. So it does come down to a very individualized plan based on what they're doing. But those are the general things that we look at.
So, Scott, it's hard to get, I'm sure, a patient to change their mechanics. They've probably been doing whatever it is they're doing for many years before the pain actually starts.
Sure.
What's the process? How do you make that happen with somebody? Because that has to be real difficult.
Well, it's the same way you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. You got to start somewhere, and that's the hardest part.
What does an elephant taste like? Taste like chicken?
So, you just start where you can, and you make little adjustments here and there, and part of the process is going to be, well, here's an exercise I want you to do every day, and if you start doing just that exercise, well, that's something you're doing now that you weren't doing before, and then you add something else, and you add something else, and these start to become habits in second nature, so that instead of this being your normal, you get into a nice, comfortable, relaxed posture, and it feels strange to be in that other posture.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so it's a process of step by step, and we lead you along based on wherever you are.
Right.
We start with, okay, for you, this is what I want you to start on this week. Go home, work on this.
That sounds like an obvious choice with any habit. They say, work on it a month,
Right.
and it becomes a habit. Now, most back pain is in your lower back.
Mm-hmm.
Is there back pain in the upper back that you deal with, or is that generally in your neck?
Well, certainly, you can have it anywhere
Really?
throughout the back. Low back, middle back, upper back, and it can be mild in
Or
any of
all
those
of the
places,
above?
or all of the above, or it
Ouch.
could be severe.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah.
And insurance actually does cover the physical therapy as well, right?
Yes, it sure does. Yeah, and we're in network with all the insurance companies
Are
here
you?
in the area for the most part. You know, if you have questions, you can certainly call our clinic and ask about that. But yes, insurance does cover this for sure.
That's excellent. So a lot of us try and tough it out. You get that tweak in your back, and you kind of say, okay, it's a few. I'm going to see if it goes away in a few days. When should you change your mind and say, pick up the phone, or go online and make an appointment?
If you're having any kind of pain at all, it's not too early to start. The thing you really want to avoid is letting it linger and get worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
The longer it goes on, the more there is to fix, the more there is to correct. You can start the process at any time, but we'd much rather get you better quickly. We love seeing you, but don't put up with pain. It's not normal. You shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
True.
Well, and that's true. And to that point, it's a lot easier to fix it the sooner you come in and get it addressed, as opposed to waiting.
Right.
A lot of our patients do come in with chronic back and neck pain, and it takes a lot longer for them to get better and feeling better because they just let it linger for way too long.
Sure. So, Jen, give us your phone number and address and website again.
Sure. We're located at 10400 West 103rd Street in Overland Park, just off 103rd and 69 Highway. Our phone number is 913-322-4000, and our website is coreptkc.com.
Excellent. Well, we're going to talk more with you guys in just a minute. We're going to take a quick break right now. You are watching or listening to Good Sports, KC Sports and Fitness Magazine Show. We're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. And we're joined by our friends from Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness, located at 10400 West 103rd Street, just east of the 69 Highway. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll have more of Good Sports after these messages. Good Sports TV invites you to enjoy the Kansas City Ice Center this winter and skate on their inside rink or their outside ice pavilion. Come on out to a public skating session scheduled each week on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and on certain weekdays. Check kcicecenter.com for the schedule and more information. It's a great way to have fun this winter. And be sure to tune into Good Sports TV at 9 a.m., 5 p.m., and 9 p.m. on CCI Channel 7. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, get a free chair massage with your initial visit. Just mention KC Sports when you make your appointment. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence and take advantage of the Pro Shop Holiday Sale. Visit the Winterstone Pro Shop at 17101 East Kentucky Road in Independence. Find them online at winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. People today use hundreds of sources to find local information online. Have you Googled yourself lately? Bad online comments can irreparably damage you and your business. For a free online strategy review, contact Market Leverage at 816-600-0564. That's 816-600-0564. Plaza Liquor is Kansas City and the Country Club Plaza's first full-service liquor emporium. They offer an unparalleled selection of beers, fine wines, and a wide variety of liquors from their private stock. And right now, save 5% on craft beer, spirits, and wine with your coupon in KC Sports Magazine. Plaza Liquor is located at 4500 Bellevue, just west of the plaza. Visit their website, plazaliquorkc.com, or call and talk to one of their knowledgeable team members at 816-531-5900. Be sure to check out the Kansas City Ice Center Winter Sports Guide inside December's Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find KC Sports Magazine at over 700 locations across Kansas City, and you can check out the issue online at kcsportspaper.com. Whatever your sport, maximize your performance at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness Center in Overland Park. The team at Core specializes in rehab and performance training for all ages and activity levels. To learn more about Core's sports-specific programs, visit coreptkc.com or call 913-322-4000. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Interact with our new website. Visit kcsportspaper.com and you'll find more content, more photos, more videos, plus episodes of the Good Sports TV show, reader discussions, past articles and issues, contests, and more. And get a free digital subscription to KC Sports each month when you become a member of our kcsportspaper.com fan club. Sign up now at kcsportspaper.com. That's kcsportspaper.com. Would you like to have us tape an episode of Good Sports at your business location? Call us today at 913-764-2050.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I'm Steve Fish. Today we're here at the Kansas City Ice Center, and we're joined by physical therapists from Core Strategies, Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. The physical therapists at Core don't just treat symptoms, they treat the whole person. Treatment plans are customized specifically for each patient. At Core, they educate you about your issue, create and implement a program to help you, and empower you to prevent future occurrences. Core Strategies Physical Therapy is located at 10400 West 103rd Street on the east side of 69 Highway. For more information or to set up an appointment and no doctor referral is needed, call Core at 913-322-4000 or visit their website, coreptkc.com. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our Heartland Soccer Report presented by Market Leverage. This month, we show you all the reasons why Heartland Soccer was selected as the Sporting KC Network Member of the Year. And in our Health and Fitness Report presented by the Rowe Neurology Institute, we discuss back and heel pain. We discuss body composition as a measure of fitness and remind you how hydration helps you stay healthy and fit. In our December issue as well, we honor U.S. Army high school top performers from Mill Valley, Blue Valley Northwest, and we introduce you to a future soldier who has a degree from Pittsburgh State and is realizing his childhood dream of enlisting in the Army. Now, you can pick up your copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Core Strategies Physical Therapy at Plaza Liquor, plus you'll always find it here at the Kansas City Ice Center. Now, coming up in January, we will be back out here at the Kansas City Ice Center. And, of course, the KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive, and we're working on scheduling our other tapings as well. If you'd like to have us come out and tape a show at your business location, call Good Sports at 913-764-2050. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now we're joined today, big exciting game going on behind us. We're joined today by two of the physical therapists from Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Jen Westerberg, who also owns Core PT, and Scott Moreland, who writes many of the articles that you'll see in our monthly issues of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. So this show will air as we get a little bit closer to the first of the year. January's about here. People are going to be thinking about getting back in shape or losing weight, and Core PT offers a variety of classes and options for people to sign up for and participate in. Jen, give us an overview of what you offer.
Yeah, like you mentioned, we do have classes for all different levels. We'll talk a little bit about some of the different classes we have here in just a minute. But we also do one-on-one training, kind of some sports-specific training. If you have a sport that you play and you're trying to get better at that, we can work on that. And then medical fitness, more for just the general population that just wants to be healthier, hanging out with your grandchildren and being healthy, doing the things throughout the week and the weekend that you want to be able to do.
Right.
We can help keep you healthy and keep you going.
Yeah, your sports performance programs, you work a lot with golfers and runners. Is
we
that
do.
correct?
Those are kind of our main things, but we do work with quite a few different athletes. But, running and golf are kind of our two primary things that we focus on there.
Okay. So we'll start with how do you sign up for these sessions, how long are they, and what's the kind of general cost and all that, and then we'll get into the specifics of
sure. I mean, the cost definitely ranges. If you're doing classes, that can be $10 or $15 per class, and then on up, if you're doing kind of the one-on-one training, that can be closer to $80 to $90 per hour, depending on how many sessions you're going to sign up for. And what your goals are. If you're wanting to just get healthier and kind of get on a routine, especially as the new year's coming in, a lot of people want to start getting healthier again and start thinking about those healthy habits. And if you haven't been doing anything for a while, it's a nice way to get back into it. We do have a lot of different class options for those people that don't move very well or working on balance is their main goal. We can do that. Or if you're a higher level athlete, we have classes for that as well as some Pilates classes too. So
and your name showed up on the Pilates classes a lot when I was looking at your website.
Yes.
So what do you gain from a Pilates workout?
Well, we do have all the full Pilates equipment. So we have the Pilates reformer, the trapeze table, the chairs. What you typically think of as the equipment for Pilates. And that's a great way to be able to move. So it can either help you move by using the spring resistance to help you move if you're not able to, like doing squats, we can do that. And we do that on the physical therapy side as well. So it's a great way for us to train with our patients. But it can also provide resistance too. So we can load up the springs, give you more resistance. So now you're having to train a little bit more. It's also an unfamiliar environment. So when I ask you to do a squat right now, I'm going to see you doing a squat like you would with gravity on your body and all that sort of stuff. But on the machines and the equipment, we can kind of take gravity out of the equation and really focus on the way somebody's moving and help them learn how to do something in an unfamiliar environment. So then it transfers over to how they move in real life.
So is Pilates similar to yoga, or is it similar to more of an aerobic workout?
It can be a little bit of both because we do have a little bit of stretching in there, but really we're working on a lot of core strength, so abdominal strength, glute strength. That's kind of the big thing is where is your spine when you're moving, where is your body when you're moving, and just being more aware of what you're doing when you're moving.
And Scott, you teach a balance class.
Yes.
What do you work on? Obviously balance, but what do you really work on if you're going to define the different things you work on? What do you work on there?
Well, it's really fun in that the class changes based on who's in the class at that time. And in general, we're working on standing balance, the things that you would need to stand on one leg or to stand with your feet closer together, things that will translate to help people decrease their risk of falling. And we just have a good time in there. I think it's one of the more fun classes we have.
Yeah.
Any things that you use for that? Are there weights and bands and things like that?
We sometimes will use weights and bands, but what we tend to use a lot more of are unstable surfaces. So different challenges of what your feet are on or touching to throw you off a little bit, so that when we take those things away and you're walking on normal ground or uneven ground, you feel more confident and safer.
So I would think, just right off the top of my head, I would think it's more for the older adult.
It tends to be.
But it is okay. So it is that way.
Yeah. For the most, anybody who is having difficulties with their balance. So we have seen people before in the class who have had a stroke in the past or a brain injury, and are also challenged with their balance. But it does tend to be more for an older crowd.
Sure, for sure.
And especially as people get older, one thing I've seen is that they don't tend to move or do things that they're going to challenge their balance because they're scared of falling.
Right.
And so this class is a great way for us to kind of challenge them a little bit more, but in a safe environment where we can kind of watch them and help them get better, because that's one thing that we've seen is as people get older, they don't tend to push the limits of what they feel like they aren't going to be able to do safely, and this is a way they can do it in a little safer environment.
Yeah, that's true. I don't get out there and skate anymore because I wish I could. But, and Daniil Debrecht, who's one of the other owners of CORE, teaches a back-to-basics control class. What is that?
So it's kind of one of our level 1 classes. So it just kind of gets people started on, finding spinal neutral position. Where are your abdominals? How do you contract those abdominals? How do you use your glutes? And then how do you transfer that into functional activities throughout the day? Like we were mentioning squats earlier, or lunges, or those kind of movements where you have a stable base. So that being your core, your abdominals, your back muscles, and then how can you move from there with your arm exercises, your neck exercises, your leg exercises from there.
Right. And then there's a functional fitness class and a run ready class. Give us a rundown of those as well.
Sure. Well, our Run Ready class, kind of like it says, and it's not necessarily just for runners, but we're working a lot of the rotational aspects. So if you think about your rotational muscles in your core being your obliques,
right.
That's vitally important for runners. Also really important for hockey players, too. If you got a quick change and be able to move, those glutes have got to be firing, those obliques have got to be firing to stabilize you so that you don't get the back pain like we talked about earlier.
Right.
And then how can you stay more stable with that? So, we do call it our Run Ready class, but it's really for anybody that's wanting to go to that next level of fitness. And so that's what that's for.
Well, running is in just about any sport. I mean, obviously football, basketball, lacrosse,
Exactly.
all those types of things as well. So classes are open to anyone that wants to sign up, any ages as well?
Any ages, yes. Yep.
Easy enough then. So again, you can contact coreptkc.com. You've got a list of the classes up there that you can scroll through. Their phone number is 913-322-4000. You can call and ask questions about that. They're located at 10400 West 103rd, which is just east of 69 Highway. I appreciate you guys coming out. And
thank you.
Now you can go get warmed up.
Yes.
Or watch the rest of this hockey game.
Sounds exciting.
Pretty darn intense going on right now. That will actually do it for today's show. My thanks to the KCI Center for hosting us today, and to Jen Westerberg and Scott Moreland from Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness for joining us today. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. And check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it online at kcsportspaper.com and all over Kansas City, and it's free, so pick it up today.
Thanks for tuning in to Good Sports. Watch more episodes on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel. Sign up now for holiday soccer camps presented by Sporting Lee's Summit. Space is limited, so register now at sportingls.org and learn more about the Sporting Lee's Summit Performance Lab, opening January 4th. This state-of-the-art facility features a weight room, futsal court, and turf field. Visit sportingls.org for more information or call Sporting Lee's Summit at 816-554-BALL. Whatever your sport, maximize your performance at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness Center in Overland Park. The team at Core specializes in rehab and performance training for all ages and activity levels. To learn more about Core's sports-specific programs, visit coreptkc.com or call 913-322-4000. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or your driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. Optimal Health Center in Overland Park has sports medicine specialists who can get you back in the game. And right now, get a free consultation and half-hour massage with your coupon from Kansas City Sports and Fitness. To find out more about the wellness solutions available at Optimal Health Center, visit ohckc.org or call 913-888-3338.
At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Are you a migraine sufferer living in Kansas City? Are you tired of trying medication after medication and nothing seems to work? Rowe Neurology Institute can help you. Dr. Vernon Rowe has been treating migraine patients in Kansas City for 30 years. At the Rowe Neurology Institute, we control migraines for 90% of the patients who come to see us by figuring out what triggers their migraines, rather than just prescribing pills. Make an appointment today with Rowe Neurology Institute and start taking your life back.
For a free subscription, visit kcsportspaper.com and sign up where it says Join Our Fan Club. Would you like to have us tape an episode of Good Sports at your business location? Call us today at 913-764-2050. KC Sports Magazine is available at over 700 locations. Pick one up today.